Here's a fun little story. An anti-LGBT Christian activist and former Republican lawmaker has claimed that President-elect Joe Biden is forming a transgender atheist army. Now, I wanted to announce this in more secret, a more secret sense, but he's clearly seen through our plans. Gordon Klingenschmitt has seen through us, guys. He's found out. Washington Redskins. Are traps gay? No. Also, please don't use the word trap. It's an offensive slur. You can say, is liking feminine men gay? The answer is yes. Is liking trans women gay? The answer is no. Assuming, of course, in both scenarios, you are a man. I can write an essay on the term trap. Yeah. But I don't like meat. Well, then you should be into trans women, right? Not all trans women have meat. Okay. Recent newsletter to his followers, Klingenschmitt warned that Joe Biden was planning to form a transgender atheist army for the antichrist. In the newsletter, he referenced Biden's victory speech, in which he thanked gay, straight, and transgender Americans for their support, his promise to reverse Donald Trump's trans military ban, and other commitments to protect the LGBTQ plus community. If I may ask, mine and many other Christian schools expel LGBTQ students. How do you feel about that? Well, I feel like Christian schools are pretty terrible. I would advocate against expelling LGBTQ people. Also, I think that generally we shouldn't have private schools as a thing. I would prefer if we just properly funded public schools. And then if people want to get additional like schooling after the fact, they can go to like after school Christian education seminar every school day or something like that. But yeah, discriminating against like LGBTQ people, super not okay, even if it's in a religious institution. Also, just so people are aware, around 56% of transgender people, like the transgender population in the United States, enlists in the military. So, again, the transgender military ban was especially harmful to the trans community. That's one of the reasons why, like, people are like, oh, why is it a big deal? But, like, queer people don't serve anyway. It's like, well, A, a lot of queer people do serve, and B, most trans people actually go into the military. So, will Biden remove the ban that Trump installed regarding LGBTQ service people? I believe he has committed to removing that, yes. Also, like, the Pentagon didn't want the ban in the first place, so I'm imagining that lifting the ban will be one of Biden's priorities. Also, relatively easy to do, since I believe the ban was done by executive order. So, yeah. Let's see. Klingenschmitt insisted that Biden was out to transgenderize the military and punish Christian troops, writing, female soldiers and students will be forced to share common showers and rooms with cross-dressing men, or boys with male anatomy, within hours of Biden's inauguration. Damn. Apparently there are no cross-dressing men in the military. That's also not true. He added, Christian troops who object to sharing co-ed showers and bunks with opposite gender anatomy will be vilified as discriminators and punished, demoted, discharged, or court-martialed. This is generally what happens when you refuse to follow orders in the armed forces. Yes, generally, refusing to follow orders and regulations means that you do get punished in the military. If the military considers it part of its operational procedures, then you're going to fucking do it. Guys, this is one of the reasons why when we desegregated our military and it had black men and white men serving together, that was a big deal, because it meant black men and white men had to serve together. They had to use the same facilities, whether or not they liked it. And not everyone did. But you're in the army. You better listen to the army. Mark my words, the devil wants an atheist army for the Antichrist soon. Soon. Gordon Klingenschmitt has become notorious for making nonsensical and hateful claims about the LGBTQ community. He recently claimed that the Equality Act, which would protect LGBTQ plus people from discrimination, would provide protections for those who want to commit incest, necrophilia, pedophilia, and zoophilia. No, 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 and no. That's not what the Equality Act does. Also, yeah. Not anywhere close to any of these. Atheist Army for the Antichrist, reporting for duty. I'm ready to do my part. In 2015, when the Boy Scouts National Executive Board lifted a ban on gay scout leaders, Klingenschmitt said they should be drowned. Speaking on his YouTube show, Pray in Jesus' Name, he said, if your boy is in one of those organizations, you need to get out of there, because what they're going to do is promote homosexual men to mentoring and camping with your boys in the woods, and it will lead to child abuse. My dude, they had straight men leading those boys into the woods, and it wound up in child abuse. Maybe they're in better hands with homosexual men. Also, the psychology of being a pedophile usually is something that has to do with power, not with your sexual orientation. Doesn't usually have anything to do with those things. That's what they've found. Anyway, moving on. This sounds like a real cool dude. He added it would be better for these gay child molesters to be tossed into the sea and drowned than be allowed to cause a child to sin. Wait, in his worldview, it's causing a child to sin if you rape them? How is that the child's fault? Alright. In 2018, he claimed that Sesame Street writer Mark Salzman, who said he thought of Bert and Ernie as gay, was trying to recruit the children of heterosexual couples. Mark Salzman, by projecting his sexuality upon beloved children's puppets, he's actually trying to recruit children into his perverse lifestyle so he can eventually recruit them to become what he is, the Christian activist said. Holy moly. These children's puppets are inherently straight. How dare you imply that they're gay? Like, what? How dare you talk about how these puppets are gay? They're clearly straight. They live together. They're roommates. Everyone gasps. They were roommates. Just guys being guys, you know? Homosexuals, because they don't have their own children. They have to recruit the children of heterosexual couples in order to continue and propagate their own population of available sex partners? What? What? That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. People are just gay. You don't have to recruit people for them to be gay. People just are gay. They are perverting, recruiting children by making these false allegations, and that is a demonic spirit inside of you, Mark Salzman, who is targeting children for your own pleasure. Making false allegations? How is saying that I think I think these two puppets that live together are gay. How is that making false allegations? Are they objectively straight puppets? I I don't understand. I don't understand the straights today. I don't get it. Yeah, how does this man tie his shoes? He has already claimed that gay people should not serve in the military because they were taking breaks on the combat field to change diapers, all because their treacherous sin causes them to lose control of their bowels. What? What? That LGBTQ plus people want the right to have sex in Christians' houses, and that Caitlyn Jenner is possessed by demons. Wait, why do queer... I have to know. Why does he think queer people want the right to have sex in Christian people's homes? Gay people will soon demand the right to have sex in houses of good, honest Christians? What? There's a spirit of persecution that's coming out of the homosexual movement. It's not enough to have that they get weddings in their own private churches. They want to come to your church, they want to come to your business, they might even come to your home. If you are a bed and breakfast owner, they'll come right into your home and demand to have sex in your guest bedroom. And there's nothing you can do. What? What? I'm sorry. I didn't realize that it was protocol to go into a bed and breakfast and say, "Hello, myself and my same-sex spouse. We're going to bone vigorously in your guest bedroom. Will that be an issue for you?" I didn't know that you had to say that. I thought you just rented the room and then went to Bone Town. No questions asked. I didn't realize it was like inviting a vampire in. Like once we've crossed the threshold, there we have infinite power. Is that what happened to Jerry Falwell Jr.? Yes, exactly. He accidentally invited a queer into his home, and much like a vampire, it hypnotized him into watching a bull fuck his wife. It was very, very similar, a very similar process. Hi. Hello, Airbnb owner. Where's the sexatorium? I would like to have sexy times. Would be asking, what the fuck are you recording in this? And in the first place for? Yeah.